Hey everybody, this is Benny. That's where we are. That's where we always are when we're home. We're not working. This video will be the things I had to change about this little red truck. I'm going to try not to make it too long, but there's a lot of changes I had to make. So let's start at the back end. First of all, those taillights are supposed to be square, not round. Well, rectangular shape. Not round. I don't know why MPC put round taillights in it. Totally wrong. Second, while the bed has pretty nice wood grain in it that you can paint if you're skilled at painting, you can make it look like wood grain, make it look like wood using the right colors. Let's see. The bumpers have an engraved Dodge on it, which, you know, I'd rather not be there. You have to scrape it off if you're going to put a license plate on it. Let's see. I had to do a little trimming. Yeah, that came out pretty crappy. To get that bumper to fit. The tires are okay with the kit, except on a 78 they were two different size tires and two different widths. You had a 7-inch in the front, 8-inch in the back, but you know, that's nitpicky. I'm a rivet counter on my own models. But I just notice these things. But I got these tires from Fireball Model Works, same place I got the carburetor from, and I was able to get the larger tires in the back and the smaller tires in the front, which are correct. My muffler's hanging low. It wasn't hanging that low when I put it in. It dropped down a little bit. I can fix it. Let's see, the door handles, that one's a little crooked and looks like crap, are from Fireball. They look a lot, when they're straight, they look a lot more realistic than the kit door handles. In this kit, the mirror is wrong. Little Reds came with the smaller 5x9 mirrors, but the kit has these larger mirrors, which I actually have on my life-size truck. And Arthur put these bigger mirrors on this truck because it's a tow vehicle. So that's why we have the bigger mirrors. Those exhaust stacks, let's see, I've got, this is a kit stack. I did take the exhaust pipe out of it because I was going to use it and just have the pipes coming out, which looked okay because these are actually a little longer than the pieces I got, but these just look so damn cool. Now these, you can do something with these. I mean, you'd have to dechrome it, and once you glue them together, get rid of that seam line. But then you have a blank space on both sides. Okay for, you know, just weekend build or something, but not for mine, I guess. So I've used Spastics chrome on this as I did on the bumpers. That's a Spastic mirror chrome on the bumpers, both of them, and on the grill. And I use it on here, and you can put it on there and then seal it and then put a wash in it for the holes. But then when you clear coat it, when you seal it, you're gonna lose the chrome look. So that's what I did with these. I don't know why these things moved. There we go, that's better. And the pipes I ran aluminum tubing and slant cut them, shine them up with some Never Dull. Hey Leonard, I hope you don't jump up here. And there we go, nicer looking pipes. Dashboard. That's another thing wrong with this kit. The instrument panel, the whole dashboard really is angled way too high on a ridiculous angle. So I had to cut. I gotta stand up. I don't think you'll be able to see it anyway. I had to cut the dashboard top front off of it, and then trim the sides of the dashboard to get it angled right, and then glue a filler piece in there to fill that space. So it's not much of a gap, only right there from the end of the glove box to the windshield. So that's not too bad. The kit does come with a CB radio. I think I don't know if I used a kit CB or a different one. I don't know if you can see it in there. CB, and it has this goofy looking little mic cord. So I made my own mic cord out of some twisted up wire. There we go. Made my own mic cord out of some twisted up wire. Use a Ushi powder on the front of the CB and use a little bit of metal to attach it to the dashboard. And then just glued the mic, drilled a little hole and put the wire inside the mic and used it. The steering wheel it comes with is okay to use. It's a tough wheel, so steering wheel's right. Let's see. The CB antenna doesn't look like the greatest on a kit, but it's usable. I did my own. A little piece of styrene as a base, and then a wound up spring. I got the beehive shape from a toothpick, or the angle shape with the end of a toothpick, and wind up the wire, and use a piece of bead wire as a whip. The antenna, like I told you, is a pin with the head cut off, and that little base, I don't know if you can make it out, the base is part of the Detail Master distributor kit. They have plenty of those rings left over. Actually, that's what that's supposed to be used as is a spark plug ring, but you can't see it because they supply a tube for a boot, so those was used putting that on. Let's see. The grill is pretty nice, except the Dodge should be indented, not embossed. So that would be a little bit easier to paint too if it was indented like it's supposed to be. But hey, you can work with it. The grill is easy to open up. Just grind away on the back, and when you get close to when you can see through it, I used a flat needle file and opened it up. That way I wouldn't burn through that grill. The bumper placement on this kit is in a weird spot. It actually mounts lower, and then there's a gap between that filler panel and the bumper, which looks totally ridiculous. So I had to take that bumper off. Now it's on a bit of an angle up. I had to take the bumper off and glue it to the filler panel. So yeah, that's better position for it. Now, the grill on this kit, while being a nice grill, let's see if I can turn it so it doesn't fall off this little panel. It's while being a nicely shaped grill, it's just a little bit too short. It's actually supposed to, yeah, the hood's screwed up too. It's actually supposed to be even with the fender, which is not. Instructions tell you there's there's two lines on the inside of either fender panel, and it's supposed to sit against that, which would just blow it all out because it would sink into the fenders, and it's not supposed to do that. So yeah, it's a little non-fitting, but it's an MPC, you know. So what you gonna do? Let's see. Other side's the same as this side. Now I didn't use the kit decals. I need to do a little trimming on that too. I didn't use the kit decals because they didn't stick. I didn't even try the door decals, but the tailgate, I used the one that George gave me, but it disappeared. It was too dark, and it just blended into the color. So thanks, George, but I couldn't use the gold decals. I did use the Adventurer from your kit though. So I put the old decal. This is before I got the set from Fred. I used the kit decal. It actually didn't fall apart, but it didn't stick. And you can see it's kind of coming off the side. So I'll probably take Fred's decal and put it on that tailgate. You know, just tear that one off because it's not stuck on anyway. I mean, I sealed it with Future, but that's it. Other side is the same as this side. Door panels, if you, well, let me put you on a door panel. If you want it to look right, the top of the door panel has to be body colored because it was actually rolled over. It was part of the door, and the door panel is not a full door panel. It just kind of sits in the door. And the bottom of the panel is supposed to be body colored as well. So MPC door panels were always, shall we say, lacking in detail and hard to paint. So now we get to the motor. This is the kit motor. Axle through the crankcase. That's big no-no around here. We don't put axles through our engines or modify our axles. The motor that comes with the kit is a big block, which is totally wrong for the low red. It was 360 only, the E58 police engine with a thermoquad carb and a 340 cam, and I believe heads as well. So the engine with the kit is a big block, which is off base. Also has this single plane manifold, which is not right either. So nothing about this motor for this kit is right. It doesn't even have the plugs in the side of the engine. Well, who sees that anyway? And this kit doesn't come with a starter, so you'd have to make your own or get one from another kit. It also comes with a 4-speed, which no little red, except maybe the prototype, had a 4-speed. Every little red had a 727 3-speed automatic. So that's another reason I didn't use it. We look at, let's see. These are, alright, that's my exhaust shields. Detail Master. Really, really nice stuff. This is my distributor kit, got from these guys. I like it better than the Detail Master distributor because there's nothing to put together. It's one piece, comes with the vacuum canister on the side of it, and it comes with a wire, which I like better than, well, actually I think the Detail Master wire is better because it's not shiny, it's dull. So that's 2 parts there. His decals I got from Fred. There's his YouTube channel. Yes, that's Fred. I don't know what that means, but he sent me a couple of these decal sheets. Now the color is nice. The gold color is nice on them. And but the wood grain on these decals is really close to the original kit's decals, which are in this bag, which I should have got out before. They're closer to cartoonish wood grain. Only it looks a lot better because it looks more like wood. But the grain is weird. So yeah, those decals are nice. And there's the decals I got from George, which the wood looks a whole lot better. Looks like wood, not like some color with black lines on them. So I didn't use these because I already had wood on it. But these decals are too dark for that color to actually get lost in that bright canyon red. So I used the set I got from Fred, which are more gold-like, but not as gold-like as these. But these didn't stick, so I didn't use them. So we go through. This is going to be a long video, so you guys wanted to know. There we go. You can see things wrong with this kit right from the beginning. Distributor in front on an angle, big block. Floating power steering pump, which it has a power steering pump, so that's a plus, but also a minus because it's floating as well as the alternator. Air cleaner is wrong for this kit. It had a dual snorkel air cleaner in real life. Exhaust pipes, you can use them, but the bends are unrealistic and too 90-ish, 90 degrees. So that's why I made my own. The rear end sits way too high, so I had to trim these down. I actually cut them down and got a much better ride height on it without his ass sticking up in the air like it was. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't use that. Even though you could, if you paint it right, it'll look okay under there. Though it will hang down a little too far, I think. Suspension is okay for an MPC. There's no shock absorbers, no springs, but it sits in there without any fit issues. Battery is actually in a correct location, and the fact that it comes with the battery, unlike some Revell kits which have motored-in batteries, which is garbage, is pretty nice. Radiator sits way too down low to be realistic. It should be like I have it on this one, a little bit higher than the radiator support. So that might be something you want to look at if you're doing this kit. Don't put it down where it tells you to. I glued mine to the radiator support. On the inside, stick. No, not on a real low red. If you want, your story could be the owner converted it to a 4-speed or even a 5-speed. But factory, no, the automatics. Let's see. Since I used that bigger motor, I totally forgot about the wiper motor. Glass fits really nice. Let's see. Here's there you go. See, I was talking about earlier. This grill's supposed to butt up against that. Well, it don't. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to be flush with the fender edges. So, yeah, look, in this picture you can't even see the top of the radiator. So, yeah, I actually glued some plastic to the back of the grill to push it out from the radiator support. So it's not glued to the body, it's glued to the radiator support. But it sticks out like it's supposed to. Kinda. Much better than it was. Back end, you see it's got Dodge in the which makes it kind of hard to put a license plate on it, so you got to grind that out. Round tail lights, doesn't come with any hooks or chain for the tailgate, which it's easy to put those on, and that's pretty much it. It does come with a gas fill. gas fill fitting and cap. Uh, there's your split. Well, I just couldn't even use those. And I've never seen a little red with this much pinstriping on it, but you can go crazy if you want to. Put it on there. The newer decals doesn't come with this. This is only in the older actual MPC kits, I believe. The newer kits only has the fender stripes and the door and tailgate decals, while the older MPC kits actually have pinstriping all over the place, which would likely fall apart because this is a 40-year-old kit. Damn, I didn't even think of that. This is a 40-year-old kit. All right, so 20 minutes. Dang. All right, I could go on and tell you how I made the hoses. I used a piece of 8-gauge wire, I think, and took the copper out of it and put a solid wire inside it so it would hold the bends, and then wrapped it with some bead wire, and then use not plastic coat. I kept saying plastic coat, but use plastic dip and some thinner, because if you dip it in the plastic dip, it's way too thick. So I took a brush with some paint thinner and thinned it out, and then painted it flat black. So that's what I did with that. I think that's all the mods I did to it. I say the underneath has you saw that yesterday. Let's put it on this side where that muffler's not hanging down so low. That's better. Pipe's hanging down really low though. Damn it. Well, I'll work on that next time. If I build this kit again, I'll fix that. So there we have it. Any questions, and I can address them in another video. I'll probably do another one with just the pictures of the build. Oh yeah, one more thing. See where that side marker light is? Totally wrong. It's supposed to be split between that front and back, and that top wood's not supposed to have a notch in it. It's supposed to be solid all the way to the back and flat. So tail light's in the wrong position. Not tail lights, the side marker lights, along with the wrong round tail lights, like from the 40s or something. Actually, this bed is from the 50s. I think 1954, Chrysler first put those big square fenders on the Dodge trucks, and that bed had been used from the bed itself goes back further, but those big square fenders go back to, I believe, 54. So that bed had been used for a really long time. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of. If I think of anything else, I'll put it up. So there you have it. The flaws of the MPC kit. Some easily fixable. Yeah, I guess they're all easily fixable. Why did it take me so long to fix the damn thing then? Because I work, damn it. Because I work all the time. So there we have it. It's got some dirt on the dashboard already. I say this is a work truck, not a show truck. But this is plenty long enough. I'm done. I gotta go to work tomorrow anyway, so it's time to pack it in. I thank y'all for watching. That's the place. And we shall return. Got any questions, let me know. Things I didn't cover. And I shall respond. Alright, see ya.